Hey guys, Will's Garage here. I just want to give an update on this dash cam that I've been using for the past 3 years. It is the Vantrue N4 3-channel dash cam. There is a front-facing camera, a rear-facing, and an interior-facing camera. And you guys are probably wondering if I've been using it for 3 years now, why is it in a brand new box? And that's because the old one, the original one that I bought, broke. So I've been using it on this car right here, and actually posted a video installing it on this car, and I have caught numerous interesting incidents with that dash cam. I've been meaning to post a compilation of that, but I just haven't gone around doing it. But anyways, the original dash cam that I bought lasted exactly 3 years. It's been a little over 3 years since I posted a video because I haven't gotten around installing this new one yet. So what happened was the old one broke, and I contacted Vantrue to see if it was still covered under warranty, but unfortunately their warranty is only 18 months. So I still asked if there's anything they could do. So they were nice enough to say that they still could be able to provide me a replacement. All I would have to do is write a review on their Amazon product page, which I did. I originally did not want to do it, but I wanted a replacement camera, so I did it anyway. So full disclosure, I am not sponsored by Vantrue. I bought the original camera with my own money, and I'm being fully transparent here, just in case you guys were wondering. So just know that if you're seeing reviews on Amazon, probably not all of them are original reviews. They could be reviews because people are posting it to get a replacement. FYI. But that is not to say I have any complaints about this camera. During the 3 years that I did use it, it worked flawlessly. I did daily drive this car, so the camera turned on and off multiple times every day while I drove this car. And yeah, I did notice that based on the reviews I read, that many other people had the exact same experience I had, where the camera just completely stopped working at the 3-year mark. So just keep that in mind if you're planning on purchasing this camera. I'm going to go ahead and open this box now. So this newly revised version apparently is pretty much the same product. The only thing is the connection for the rear facing camera is different based on what the customer support person told me. So I'm going to have to reroute the wiring for the old camera. I don't have the old camera with me anymore to compare because they asked me to send it back to them. So here is all the stuff that's inside. Oh, and I forgot to mention exactly what happened when the camera broke. So the front-facing camera was the only camera that broke. The interior and the rear-facing camera were both working still. The problem is once the front-facing camera stopped working, and what exactly happened was it would just turn on, record for 3 seconds, and then it would just shut off. And then recycle, record 3 seconds, shut off again. That basically just screws everything up. And I actually got into an accident right after the camera broke. And the thing is, in that accident, it was completely my fault, which I'll talk about more later on. Yeah, pretty sad thing for this car. But if it was not my fault, I would have been extremely disappointed that this camera literally broke right before I got into that accident. So again, just keep in mind, if you're running this camera, I think there's pretty clear evidence that it only lasts about 3 years. Around that 3-year mark, it is going to crap out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start installing the camera. So I already have the wiring for the front camera right here. And if you guys haven't seen my previous video, I have it going down the A-pillar right here. Route it all the way down underneath in the footwell into a little electrical port right here, which the M5 has, and I just put the excess wiring right in here. It fits perfectly, nice and clean. You don't see it from above up here at all. And it has worked out great for the past 3 years. Also, in my previous video, I mentioned that the battery would get drained and I would get an error message after leaving the car because the camera would stay on for about 15 to 20 minutes after leaving the car before it would shut off. But it was because my battery was weak and old. Once I replaced the car battery, I've had 0 issues and it's been working completely fine ever since then. So using this method has worked great, at least on this car right here. And by the way, this is a 2013 F10 M5. So I'm going to be replacing the rear facing camera wiring. So since I have to do that, I'm going to be removing the A-pillar and sticking this wire and routing it all the way back to the rear windshield. Alright, so here's a closer up look of the wiring. What I did notice is this rear facing camera wire is much thicker than the original front facing one I have. So it's been a little more difficult trying to shove it into the crevice to conceal it. I have it hidden in the A-pillar and then behind this weather strip right here behind the passenger door. And I'm going to route it. Get the light. I'm going to route it along here, along the weathering strip into the B-pillar cover, down into the passenger weather stripping right here, all the way back to the rear windshield. Alright, so far I have the wire routed through all the weather strip, past the B-pillar here, and previously I had the camera, can't show you here, but I stuck it behind the headrest right here, behind the middle headrest. And in my previous video, you guys gave me a decent amount of criticism in the comment section for putting on headrest. Honestly, it's worked out just fine up to this point. The reason why I put it behind the headrest is because I have a sunshade that goes up and down back here, as you can see. And it's blocking any kind of good mounting point, but this time around, I looked a little closer, and I think I might be able to mount it behind the sunshade right here. There's a plastic piece up here. As you see, the headlines are all Alcantara, so it's not gonna stick. But there's a plastic piece back here that I think there's just enough room for me to sandwich the camera up in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do that. The rear sunshade down, and this is the solid, smooth plastic piece I was referring to. So I'm going to try to mount it right here. There we go. Oh yeah, fit perfectly. Alright, so I routed it through the rear passenger weather stripping up here, and then behind the C-pillar. Can't see it right now because it's hidden. You see in the corner right here, that little wire right there. Stuck it behind the rear headliner. Now I'm running into a bit of an issue because I have a bunch of excess wire that I didn't think ahead about. Kind of wonder if I could just jam it up all under the headrest right here to hide it. If I can't do that, then I'm probably gonna wrap it up and just stick it behind back here. Let's see what I can do with it. Alright, so here's the finished installation of the rear camera. Surprisingly, I was able to fit all of the excess wiring up behind this headliner right here. It's barely noticeable. I mean, unless you knew that I put all the wiring up here, you wouldn't notice it at all. So yeah, works perfectly. The rear sunshade shouldn't hit it. There you go. I'm gonna test out this rear sunshade one more time. Perfect. Zero interference with the rear camera. Love it. Alright, so this is what it looks like with the camera mounted. I didn't go into all the details of the wiring from the bottom of the footwell all the way up to the A-pillar for the front camera. If you guys are interested in seeing that, check out the original video I posted 3 years ago. I'll leave a link right here. Hopefully this camera will last at least another 3 more years. If so, I'll be happy with my purchase, lasting a total of 6 years. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. And I'm going to be posting more videos. I know I've been posting many videos recently, but I think I'm gonna just post a video on the recent accident that I have on the M5. It's very unfortunate, and my overall experience with insurance, in my opinion on it. I have a very strong opinion on it, which I'll share with you guys. And also for the E92 M3, I plan on installing the aero kit next. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be able to do that yet, but I will be doing that in at least the next couple of months or so. So stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.